Hi everybody, it's Brent from Brickstack Studio. Happy to have you here today. We're going to go take a studio tour, show you different pieces of the Lego city, and you'll see that even though I've been moved into this space about a year ago, there's still parts of the city that need to be rebuilt. So it's going to be the good and the bad and the ugly, and I look forward to your comments in the comments section. Starting at the end of this portion of the city, you can see we have some beach there. This area also has an incline up to a bridge that we'll see in just a second. Really like how the terrain goes on this. I do have more work to do on the rock surfaces here. You can see some Duplo in the water there, or fake Duplo. You also notice that there's a few different brick makers in this lineup, so not all Lego, but there's a few, and then there's a rebrickable model there as well. This is probably one of my favorite parts of the city. Just something I like about it. I don't know what it is. Also, there's just a robot just laying there. So that'll be cleaned up at some point. But what we have over here, we have a library. Very interesting construction to that. Was thoroughly enjoyable. But it's a little delicate. You don't want to be opening that thing up very often. We do have a bridge here, as you can see too, from the beginning and all the way through my city. I'm using tiles, large tiles, and in between those I'm using yellow tiles, 1x4s, to divide the road. Here, I like this part, but probably need to have some kind of faux tunnels or something to fill the space, because right now you just slam into the wall. Not that I can't use my imagination there. Another area that I haven't put back together since we moved here is this tunnel or cave that boats can go in, and you know, it used to have a little dock and a brick-built wooden staircase up from the dock up to the upper levels. You can see that I also have kind of a bank here with it. The shoreline kind of angled up. This sailboat here is non-Lego. I have it sitting up pretty high. I have it on its pedestal. It's kind of rounded on the bottom, so you have to balance it pretty good if you want it to stay upright. And right at the moment I have it like that. There is a little construction down here on the road. The building at the very end here, the wine and house that's being either constructed or deconstructed. Those are non-Lego. We go into my two-tier part of the city. I have enough room to have each level have its own single lane road. Also, I should point out that I put in the sidewalks here. I wanted it raised so it actually goes sidewalk up to this 2x4 tile, kind of additional sidewalk, but it provides a nice lip as far as a curb goes. I'm decently happy with it. I mean, you can see it's not put together still, but then we got a person laying in the alley there. But these are just sitting on a couple boards. So when we get to this section, you can see I've put some gray fabric on there. Just that I say it's temporary, but it's been there for over a year now. So at some point, it'll be either a wall or some rock texture there or something like that. Now we get to the end of my city. When I was younger, some of the buildings I kind of hollowed out took the backs off the building, thinking that I would utilize them, moving minifigures in and out, and put some additional features in there. I did not, so I will probably be on the short list is to put that back together and make it whole again. As you can see, I have some type of house. It's a couple 3-in-1s that I'm trying to mesh into one building. So it's just sitting in the middle of the road. But I just don't care for the 3-in-1 houses as much as some of the older ones that you see here that are, more complete. You can see that I do have a friend set there. It's a tiny house. I'm a little obsessed with tiny houses, so I thought that was pretty cool. Colors aren't too far off. It's not too crazy, especially for a tiny house. I thought it was cool. But we have some of the other buildings that need some more walkway up to the porch of the I don't know if you call that the Haunted Mansion, or I can't remember what the set is called. Down here you have the Up House. This is a non-Lego version of the Up House. I think it's a tad bigger, and I did not include the balloons on that. Just a personal preference. Not to say that this city is anything like realistic, but I just thought the balloons on the house would look out of place. It was a good build. There was a couple loose pieces, but for the most part, actually all of my non-Lego builds have pretty good clutch power. So I've been pretty happy with those. Speaking of which, so I have my kind of subdivision, my residential area, but then you hit the back end here and you have this is a non-Lego set that is Arkham Asylum, so a tad bigger than the one we're going to be getting shortly from Lego. It was a really cool one to put together. Definitely a few sittings to do this. All the interior is set up like you would expect. All the different villains in there and different cells to contain whatever powers that they have. Now I have put the bat signal on top here. Didn't have really any other building that really suited that to be on, and I think it's appropriate for it to be on top of this building. So as you can see, I have junk everywhere in the city. I got spaceships in there. I got houses in the middle of the roads. I got a lot of work. So that was a first look at the studio. There's many more pieces of the studio. More of the racking system, shelving of where I currently store some of my ongoing projects or buildings I haven't put in the city yet. So we can go through those when I'm adding those. Maybe we can review some of those sets or some of the sets that are non-Lego as well. Also, we'll look into how I store my Lego and what that looks like, my sorting method. But I really appreciate you joining me today. And if you made it this far, again, please give it a like, a subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the future. Thanks a lot. Bye.